Hey everybody, Rachel Teedy here with a look at your evening update on this September 21st, and we are going to talk about several different things. So just so you know where we're going here, first we're going to start with reaction to the Gloversville police chief being forced out of his position. A lot of people very upset about this. AG James is also filing a new lawsuit against the Trump family, and we have an update on the Schoharie limo case update. So let's jump right in first with this Gloversville police chief story. This comes after our 13 Investigates story and after the police chief invited 13 Investigates on a ride along to show the realities of the opioid epidemic in their community. We told you yesterday that he's losing his job after that story aired, and people are outraged by this. We're told at least one or two people sought treatment after this story aired, knowing that, hey, I saw what can happen to people who overdose. That's not going to be me. Who can I go to for help? Community members say politicians can't just pretend the issue doesn't exist, which is what they're accusing the mayor of doing by forcing the police chief to resign. The mayor says the stories only showed the bad side of the city, and that's why he and other people in the city are upset. So more on that tonight at 9 and 11 o'clock. Second of all, we're going to talk about Tish James a little bit here because she is not mincing words at all when detailing her lawsuit against Donald Trump and his family. This lawsuit lists more than 200 alleged instances of business fraud over 10 years. The suit says that the Trump organization would inflate his personal net worth to attract favorable loan agreements to the tune of more than $250 million to his benefit. The lawsuit was filed about 6 weeks after the former president invoked his Fifth Amendment right more than 400 times as he declined to answer questions in hours-long depositions. An attorney for former President Trump said the lawsuit is neither focused on facts nor on the law. Also, we're following the limousine case out of Schoharie County, and obviously Nauman Hussain has been in the news a lot lately, and that's because now the Schoharie County Board of Supervisors has voted to let the district attorney use $58,000 in county money to hire a special attorney to help with this case. DA Susan Mallory wrote a letter to the judge saying her office of just 2 full-time and 1 part-time prosecutors needs help to review the volumes of evidence and tens of thousands of documents. The judge set a trial date of May 1st. Hussain, who was the operator of the limo company, is charged with 20 counts of manslaughter, 1 for each of the people killed in the 2018 crash. Obviously, a story we've been following for a very long time and will continue to follow as we head into May 1st, the first day of that trial. Well, let me bring in Reed now because we are going to be talking about this in a second, but New York is very well known for fall colors, fall foliage. It is starting to feel more like fall every single day.
Starting to change over too. We have the latest fall foliage report. I didn't put it in here, but it's showing that the leaves are just starting to change across the whole state. So it's going to start to look a little bit more fall-like, and it's definitely going to feel a lot more fall-like. So outside on our CDPHP first morning cam in Pittsfield, 68 degrees. It's getting dark in here, so you can kind of see it, but not as well. But we have some high cirrus clouds starting to push in, and those are the clouds that you first typically see before we get some rain showers coming into play. And we'll show you the Doppler radar. And you can see we have showers out in western New York. A lot of it's breaking apart as it gets towards our region, but there's a secondary line of showers, and this is starting to form out over Wisconsin and Michigan. That'll come through tomorrow and give us a chance for some more promising rain showers and that cooler air that we're looking for. So dry right now on the first morning live Doppler radar. Going to stay dry for a little while as well. Tomorrow, you could see maybe a thunderstorm to start out the morning, not something that you typically are used to for this time of year. And rain stays with us through the course of the morning into the early afternoon. We'll get some sunshine before the day comes to an end. But because of that, rain and the cloud cover, highs will only reach into the upper 60s, and it'll become breezy once that front comes on through. So let's track the rain on your hour-by-hour forecast. Overnight tonight at 11, starting to see some spotty showers off to our west. As we work overnight and into the start of the day on Thursday, 3 a.m., you can see some scattered light rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder coming through from about 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Some heavier downpours with that as well. So your morning commute could be a little slow. You might want to give yourself some extra time, especially if you live north of Albany. And you can see those showers look to clear out by around 9. We have a very weak line of light rain showers after that. And then we'll see more so residual light spotty rain showers by about noontime on, as the last of those showers look to try and clear out of the region by about 4 o'clock. Most of us are dry, but still maybe a spotty light shower before you head home for your evening commute. Then behind that, cooler air really surges in to our region. So for tonight, 62, showers moving later, chance of a thunderstorm, believe it or not, overnight tonight. Tomorrow, 66, morning showers, some thunderstorms, then some sunshine before the day comes to an end. It's breezy and cooler as that cooler air surges in. You can see 7-day planner. This is what we mean by cooler air. Friday, 59 degrees, breezy, cool. Saturday, Sunday, sitting in the 60s, dry with some sunshine. Monday, Tuesday, showing the chance for some scattered showers, high sitting in the 60s, and we're staying in the 60s even as we get closer towards midweek.
The 50s, I mean, that was there yesterday, and I didn't love it then, and I still don't love it now, if I'm being honest with you.
No, you got to think about, yeah, no, that's fair. But you got to think about where that air is coming from. I just showed it's coming from north of pretty much Minnesota and Michigan, so well northern Canada. And when that air surges in, it comes in a little bit harder than average. And so obviously the day after it's a little bit cooler than what it's actually going to end up.
Yes, of course. Well, it's fall is here, and it's okay.
It's your sweater weather.
It is my sweater weather, which I am thrilled about. But also timely, because New York recently ranked one of the top 10 states to visit in the fall, which I am thrilled about. Obviously, that's according to a new study from LawnStarter, and it ranked New York State as the 6th best state.
6th.
I know. I said, what do you mean 6th? But that's what the data said.
Okay.
California was first, Washington was second, and then we had Vermont, Michigan, and Colorado.
I don't think I disagree. I do disagree with this list.
You do disagree with the list.
I don't think California is number one.
I mean, I guess I've never been to California in the fall, but maybe Northern California, the mountains, I guess they would see.
Yeah, but there's something about Northeast fall foliage,
right,
that sets it apart from the rest of the country. I could see Washington for sure.
I have good news for you, because so this was when it comes to just visiting overall.
Okay.
Just foliage. When you break it down into the foliage, we did rank first.
Okay. I was going to say, if it comes to visiting now, that California, I can see a little bit more. Gotcha.
That's a good question. What does visiting entail? It counts scenery, outdoor activities, and entertainment.
Okay.
So
I feel like California almost always has something else. Yeah. Okay.
Right. And
I'm more okay with this now.
We ranked first on fall foliage. We ranked second in number of state parks and apple orchards per 100,000 residents.
That sounds right.
So that sounds about right.
Sounds lovely.
First to foliage, but still 6th when it comes to like festivals, entertainment, scenery, outdoor activities. That kind of surprises me.
The outdoor activities part, I think it just becomes more so limited to your terrain aspects of where you're going for this fall foliage. If you're heading up to the Adirondacks, there's not much you can do outside of explore parks or go check out maybe Lake Placid or something like that.
Maybe it's also location based. So California, maybe it's easier for people in the bigger cities to get to those.
They probably have easier access too. Yep.
Which is harder for people from the city to get up to the Adirondacks per se.
Could be.
It just takes a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, anyway, proud of New York for getting first place in the foliage and second place in state parks and apple orchards, which I'm hoping to go
to
this
important
weekend.
Stuff. Yes.
Yes. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We're going to have more at 9 and 11 o'clock. Obviously, we will have your forecast, and we'll have the updates on all the stories that we talked about here. Plus, Tia and Tiffany are both getting fresh new content, brand new stories for you for both 9 and 11 o'clock. We'll see you then.